Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 6 of Motorsport Manager on my channel. Decent result last time out. We've got Frankie Kane as a returning new driver. He's not great, but that money he brings in and the fact that he's cheaper than the other guy that we had, Anthony Hamilton I think it was. Faith Anthony. Either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Faith Anthony. He's so much cheaper, so it's just such a better option. Going forward, I think I'm hoping to get the rule change thing, and I'm going to try and get a standardised engine, and that will allow us HQ wise. I'm going to focus on the buildings that we can currently have, the staff centre and the forecasting centre, and then upgrade the factory and design centre, and then we can look at brakes and gearbox for the upgrade buildings. So that would be a telemetry centre and a brakes R&D facility. And that's sort of what I'm looking at anyway, and that's what I've been thinking. If we can get engine spec, that means that we've got 2 series before we need to worry about engines. Scouting report finished on Bovido overtake specialist, first lap panic, 4 and having a secret affair. Okay, so looks decent but not quite what I'm looking for, and we'll just get rid of the notification. Now got better brakes, so let's start working on the reliability of those brakes because that suspension is now good, and try and get those up. They are both at the same level, if I remember correctly. The last one that we did was that, and that. It was something along those lines. Looks about right anyway. Now we've got an extra one, so what we're going to look at is this, I think. What's the option on that risk, sort of the risk part? So we'll have that, and that, which will transfer over to next season. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to look at next season now. This is medium risk, of course, but I'm happy with that, and that gives us a risky part ready for next season, sorted and done. Given the fact that we are just about halfway through the season, 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, the next race is exactly the halfway mark, so that's this episode, so that's a positive as well. Drivers, we have the 5th best drivers in the championship, which surprised me because neither of our drivers are that great. Both sitting at, well, just over 2 star. Andre Gomez is going to go at the end of the season. We do have 5 favourites. The other one that I'm interested in is sort by series, please. I want to have a look at European, is Eda Jean Sadar, who I'm actually going to scout just to try and get done before the end of the season. So we've got reasonable queue, but Eda Jean Sadar is a driver that I've sort of wanted to have on my team for a long time, really. When you look at previous series, she's always been the one that I've sort of looked at. I'm not paying $1 million just for you to be an expert on Tondela when I'm sacking you at the end of the season and we've got one more Tondela race, so no thank you. Got a couple of scouting reports coming through and then random grids vote coming through, which I'm going to abstain, although I kind of like the reverse grid. So scouting report on Ellie Marsh. She's a timesheet shooter, walks at home, she is British, so that's Guildford, and she's got racing snowmobiles, which won't impact us on anything. I want to just quickly compare her to Andre Gomez though. Compare with Gomez. So better on braking, worse on cornering, a lot worse on smoothness, a lot better overtaking, slightly better consistency, better adaptability, better fitness, better feedback and better focus. So the only thing that I don't like is smoothness and the fact that she wilts at home. Marketability wise, she is better, so definitely be interested in Ellie Marsh, and the fact she's British, which would continue us on with, if I remember, our British sort of theme. Although drivers, I don't think we've got a single British driver. We do not. Next scout report, please. It's Enrique Lara. She is the pay driver perk, budding musician, overtake specialist mercenary, which does increase our wages. Plus 50% to potential, 21% marketability, which isn't great, but again, because she's a pay driver, I'm going to add her onto that. And if we can get her, then I'd be happy. New vote started, so politics. I'm just going to abstain this vote, I think, because I don't really care if there is no qualifying and random grids, so we're going to skip to the end. Please vote against. That wee SOB used 2, and that meant it got approved. So we've got random grids for next season. That sucks. We're just going to get rid of that notification. Again, I'm not going to edit any of this out. I want to see everything in a series. We want a telemetry centre. Yes, I would love a telemetry centre as well, but it's going to cost me a lot of money to get there. Brakes design finished. So that's brakes done for this season. Yeah, so brakes are done for this season now. Kind of hoping that those brakes are going to be reliable enough for this next race. So car is what I'm looking for. Gearbox is where we're at our worst. Engine's not much better. Let's have a look quickly. Although, did I say I was going to finish there? Because I wasn't really that impressed with the gearboxes on offer. In terms of parts for the cost. No, I'm pretty sure we said we're just going to focus on brakes last episode and then sort of maybe wrap up for the season and hope that we get something. Let's have a look. So 78, 102, 27, 27, 47, 76. Okay, so 47, 76 is what we're looking to beat here. So top speed plus 30. Yeah. 67, 106, okay. Red zone minus 10%. Guess that works. So that's 67, 106. That's for engine, so improved parts. Let's go back, have a look. Yeah, so that's already better than what we've got. So that's a fairly meaty upgrade. Gearbox wise, I'm sure it's 27, 27. Yeah, so let's have a look at gearboxes. We just have no legitimate gearbox options. I mean, that's sort of the only one that we have. I don't even know if that transfers over to next season. I'm not going with that one. Again, that's qualifying. I don't know. One, I don't know if it transfers over next season. Two, we don't even have qualifying. So I might do that one for next season, but I don't know. Suspension, what are we at for suspension? We are 78, 102, so suspension, can we beat that? 78, 102 is literally the best it's going to offer us. So we could do that again. That's a risky part for next season, but it's not a huge improvement, to be honest. So I'm going to do that engine for this season. If I can remember which one it was those two. It does cost us 1.7 million, 1.75 million. If we do that, does that add any days? No, so we might as well just take the reduced red zone. Frustrating that that's where we're at, but whatever, we'll work with it. What are we getting brought back for? No real reason that I can see. But the brakes that we've got should be a big upgrade as well. They're both the same in terms of performance. Financial management. So got it. That actually reminds me, I'm allowed to do this once per season for 50% chairman happiness. And chairman happiness is good, so that's 1.5 million back. Thank you very much. We might as well do that. That's up into races time as well. But I think once we get this engine done, that'll probably be us for the season. I know I've got some risky parts, but none of the upgrades are really that worthwhile. I'm going to go for a 9 for above again, which would make us profitable for the second race in a row. Brakes is what I want to have a look at. Are these going to be reliable enough? 64%. They're not that much different from what we've got currently, so we'll do that. So that's the only one that's got that. Frank Kinney is unhappy, but what we're going to do is that actually doesn't make a difference, but when we're on this soft dry tyres in the race, it will make a bit of a difference, a meaty difference actually, so we might as well give that to the number 1, which is Andre Gomez. I will be back after practice, guys, and I'll see you then. So we've literally scraped level 3 in both again, which is good. It was literally, went over the time limit and we were smidgen off and we hit it, so that's good. Setup wise, 90%. I sent them out to just go for it towards the end, but I'm fairly confident that we're in the right ballpark, at least. So we'll start 1st and 4th on the grid from memory. Obvious choice there and obvious choice here, so no perks obviously, so all excellence. Okay, what I'm going to do is just go up to 16 and 16, 26 here. Well, that way a little bit, and that should be a difference maker. So, starting softs will do 12 laps, and we can fuel it for 9. Great. Okay, so 788, something like that. 788, so 7, yeah, so 88 would be 16, that's fine. And then 16, 6, so do 6 laps then first with, was that Gomez that I'm doing 6 laps first with? Yeah, so you're pitting on lap 6, and I'll pit you on lap 8, and then do a 6. Yeah. And I've been watching other videos and people are saying that to start on push seems to work better than starting attacking. So let's see. So we're taking Andre to lap 6 and Frankie to lap 8. Good start, and then we can go attacking. So apparently that's better for starts. Did seem to work there, but such a small sample. Battling in 3rd, can Andre get past Evans to put us 1-2? Well, we've still got Predators protecting us. He's on the wrong side and he's been blocked off. Come on, Andre. Come on, Andre. I need you to get past this Predator, mate. Got the better car. Just do your stuff, mate. Just do your stuff. I need you past this Predator. I'm not losing positions to a Predator. I need you past the one in front. Particularly when he's on the shorter strategy as well. So lap 3. What we're going to do is we're actually going to bring the tyres to medium just to try and keep them in this sort of zone that they're in. So in a good sort of zone. I was kind of hoping Frankie could have driven a bit more into the distance as well, but it's not worked at all. Come on, Andre, get past. I just cannot get past. Just not good enough at overtaking Andre Gomez. He's only got 5 more races for us anyway before he is away, and we find a replacement. Come on, do your bit, son. Do your bit, do your bit, do your bit. Good man. And while all this is sort of going on, Frankie is starting to drive off into the distance. He's got a 5-second gap now. Andre's actually working as a blocker more than Evans, which is what I was hoping. And we've already lapped someone, Antonov, and I imagine Sabado's been lapped as well. Come on, Andre. In fact, Antonov's actually brought Evans back to us, but that's been an issue because now we've not got that free track to battle with that we were using. But Gomez does a decent job of defending. Not quite worked out though. Been incidents at the back though, and all these blue markers are really getting in the way. We're going to pit Andre Gomez at the end of this. We're going to fuel him up for 8 laps. Park conditioning's fine. Do we risk a fast? No, we don't. And from here we're going to focus on Frankie. He is in first with a couple of lap cars behind him. In fact, he's got a 10-second lead in first with 2 laps of his stint to go. Although his tyres are burning up, so I assume track temperature is fairly high. So I'm going to conserve just to try and bring that back down. It's not really worked. He's got another lap after this one, Frankie. It's a bad pit stop for Gomez. That was on balance as well. 6 seconds lost. That's frustrating. Jean Sador is also down in 16th. The driver who I just said I'm quite impressed with in my time playing this game, and I would like to sign. Frankie Kennett doing a fantastic job, 14 seconds out in front, and stretching his lead every single lap now over Evans, although once Arbolo is passed that will change. We're going to go in for his pit stop here now as well. Again, we're going to fuel up for 8 laps. He's going to have the shorter last stint. I'm not going to risk the fast pit stop either. Going to go neutral and neutral on both. So Arbolo has now cleared, and another blooming mistake. That's frustrating because we're so far out in front, and another mistake has cost us. Yeah. We're actually now only 7 seconds in front of Jacques, who has made a pit stop. Gomez well, I was going to say a provisional third, but his mistake means that he's nowhere near that. He would be fighting with Ja as well. So we've got the 3 orange cars sort of in a row there of ourselves and the Garuda of Ja. We've caught up with Arbolo, but he's leapfrogged us again. That mistake costing us big time. Pit stop errors have been an absolute menace in this race, but as long as we get top 9 I'm happy. And another solid points haul would be good. Kennedy doing a very good job of keeping that very strong Garuda behind him right now. It's only a matter of time before Ja goes past though, if we're honest. Gomez dropping positions as well. He's fighting with the other Garuda of Beauchamp, but I'm not sure how he's dropped as many positions there. It just looked like he dropped loads in one go. Gerard joining this fight as well. Don't worry about Beauchamp going past you, mate. He's retiring at the end of the season, and that Garuda is way too good. So Kennedy doing a very good job of defending against Gerard and Ja. It's only a matter of time though before they go past, but the longer he holds off, the more buffer we have. The pit stop set lost time has really cost us 6 seconds for Gomez, which put him in 7th, and Kennedy 8 seconds would put him in a reasonably comfortable second as well. That's the time that we've lost, and of course would have been ahead of Arbolo at the time that he came out of his pit stop, so he would have had to have been fighting with us. So we've actually lost a lot of time here. So we've got another 3 laps or so with Gomez before he pits. which I actually find surprising. I didn't think he'd have this much fuel. Maybe 2 laps. Or at least in my head he shouldn't have had this much fuel. He's done 6 plus 8 would be 14, so yeah, should be next lap. But the tyres are good, the fuel's good, so let's just keep them out. We'll do one more lap after this one, and we will push. Even on neutral tyres, the tyre wear is going up. The tyre temperatures are extremely high, so it's a bit frustrating, but it's fine. Frankie Kane is in a huge battle ahead. Kind of want to be watching that, but I kind of want to sort of focus on Gomez here. Yeah, I wonder, can we go into overtake mode then? That's a good thing to notice as well. See, if you have your engine mode set, have a look in, pointing to the screen, but have a look here, and it'll tell you how much fuel you have at the end of that lap. We'll now fuel them to the end. We need 7.23 worth of laps. That'll do. Park conditioning is fine. Go for balance because we made a mistake on balance the last time. I don't think we can risk any more than that. And Frankie will have 2 more, well, a lap after this one on which to stop. So, sort of a split strategy. It's the same strategy in essence, just with pit stops reversed. Lap 16, yeah. You can go attack it and overtake one. You'll easily breeze through that. And then we'll just fuel you to the end. We need 6 laps. Park conditioning is fine. And again, we'll just do the same pit stop strategy. So Frankie Kane in 4th, doing a good job. Dreyfus, I imagine, will overtake through the pits. I didn't see if we had a good pit stop here. We need to bring this back down to medium because I wasn't paying attention. It came out. Neutral medium. Good pit stop this time from Kane. I think he has lost a position though, I'm not sure. Gomez has actually looked like he's gained out of that, so positive stuff. If we can maintain this top 9 spot, it's very good for us. In both the constructors and in terms of money, because we'll be profitable for the second race, running, actually gaining 18k rather than losing near enough 500. So that's positive things, particularly when we've got big plans for next season. Kane is fighting well. Again, Gomez got a couple of cars coming up behind him though, in El Sadat and Tang. Just need to hold them off. The longer he holds them off, the higher Kane can hold off and salvage more points for the team. So Gomez is acting as blocker right now as Kane comes through. Few laps left to go. I think we can go into high fuel mixture on both cars. I make 3 laps to go. Yeah, we've got plenty of fuel. Talking that Mel was out of fuel, he's behind us sadly. Never mind, that's irrelevant. Arbol has absolutely walked this race. Just the fact that he got us cleared through the pit stops with those pit stops mistakes made it so much easier for him. And obviously the fact that he's a good driver and a very good car has helped out as well. Kane and Gomez both defending extremely well here. I kind of want to try and see if I can get them both on screen at the same time, but I'm struggling to find a way of doing that. There we go. Gomez will be a bit blurry, but just trying to give you more of an eagle eye of what's going on. And I've lost him again. Let's go back to Gomez and actually focus and see if we can see. Yeah, we can see Kane out in front of this pack. There, slightly have a better picture than what it was with Kane trying to look back. But as you can see, a fairly decent sized cluster, but we're holding well. 1 lap to go on both our races, so we're going to go into overtake mode with both cars. In fact, overtake and attack with both cars. Try and see if we can maybe even steal 7th with Gomez. The fuel has not gone down anywhere near as much. I don't know if it's because I've been on medium fuel the whole time. But it's gone down nowhere near as much as what I expected it to. In fact, he's making a move, Gomez. I just can't do it. It's just, overtaking just is not good enough. It's a decent driver for us, but he really should have had 7th there. There's 2 or 3 times he should have had overtakes. But good result here, 6th and 8th. I'm happy with that. I believe that means it's another profitable weekend for us. Arbelot wins the race, absolutely walked it, benefited from our pit stops mistake, was able to clear us with ours, our cars got stuck behind us, but he made the most of that. That is how you win racing, you make the most of the situations that you get. We made the most of our situations and got a very good result in terms of our performance levels, and we make 18,000 from that race. We actually got up to 7th in the constructors. That's very good, ahead of Silva now by 6 points, 12 points ahead of Archer, and 47 points clear of Predator. So while we still have some of the worst setups in the championship, we're in very good shape. And we now have a plan that we're probably not going to develop this car again the rest of this season. We're just going to sort of filter away, look at buildings for everything that we gain, new unlock, intermediate tyre wears more slowly. Okay, it's not the best, but it's something. 18,000 in the bank. One more race with that sponsor. I will end this episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated, and I will hopefully catch you all next time.